Hello viewers, welcome to the overview. So this is our second episode running. In this overview, we discuss about most imbuing topics in and around the state. So today we are going to talk about APSPA. Before heading towards it, we posted in our social media pages where we asked you, should APSPA be repealed, revised or reformed into Northeastern state? And we got very interesting answer in polls. About 76.5% of you said that yes, it must be repealed. 17.6% of you said that it needs to be revised, and whereas 5.9% of you said that no, there's no need as such. Now, what exactly is this APSPA? APSPA stands for Armed Forces Special Power Act. Now, this act was enforced by the President on 22nd May 1958, and very interestingly, it was originally formed in 1942 during British India. Now, British implemented it in the time of Quit India movement. Now, what exactly this Special Power Act provides? Why is it so special? Now, Armed Forces Special Power Act, according to this article, it says that it provides special power to the members of armed forces in the disturbed area. Now, the government is empowered to declare any area of the state or any part of it as disturbed area under Section 3 of Armed Forces Special Power Act. Now, what is this disturbed area? How this particular area has been termed as disturbed? Now, the area is particularly termed as disturbed when that particular area में militancy level ज़्यादा होगा, या तो if the government feels that the state of that particular place is out of control, then APSPA is implemented, right? So in this act, special power are given to armed forces. Now, who are these armed forces, right? Any commissioned officer, warrant officer, non-commissioned officer, or any other person of equivalent rank have an authority that जब भी उसको लगेगा कि in that particular area public order is being sort of disturbed, then he has a power to use force or even cause death. Now, other power that has been given is prohibition of more than 5 members, sort of congregation of more than 5 members, and arrest of a person without any warrant, or search in the premises if there is any suspect of militancy. APSPA was implemented on 11 September 1958 in Nagaland, and throughout it spread it in the northeast. We have APSPA in Jammu and Kashmir, before Punjab as well. Now, currently in the northeastern region, APSPA is imposed in 4 states. That's Manipur, Nagaland, Assam, and Arunachal. Before, it was also implemented in Tripura and Meghalaya. But in 2015, the act was revoked in the state, and in very recently, around 2018, it was revoked in Meghalaya as well. Now, viewers, you must be acquainted with this word already. It's been on the news back and forth, and it's on the news right now as well. Now, why it is on news? Stating the very obvious, what happened in the Oting village, Mon district of Nagaland, where civilians were mercilessly killed by the armed forces, and the Nagaland cabinet is demanding to repeal the act, where Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio and Meghalaya CM Conrad Sangma also state that the controversial law should be repealed immediately. Now, APSPA has been used as a legal instrument, and around October 1st, 2021, the center declared 3 districts of Arunachal Pradesh, which is Tirap, Longding, and Changlang, as disturbed under the APSPA in view of insurgent activities and review of the law and order situation. Now, the Union Home Ministry also stated that the APSPA will be extended till March 31st, 2022. Now, we also have to understand that according to the Distributed Area Special Code Act 1976, once declared disturbed area, the area has to maintain status quo of minimum 3 months, and including the 3 district, 4 police station also comes under its jurisdiction. 2 in Namsai, 1 in Lower Dibang and one in Lohit district. Now, why TLC district, right? TLC districts are densely forested area located in the unfenced Indo-Myanmar international border. And this is the point where lots of infiltrators and exfiltrators, they come in and go, and insurgents, very active insurgent activities have also been reported in this area. And between the scuffles of armed forces and militancy, the grasses beneath always suffer. And not just the armed force and insurgency, but between the insurgents as well, there has been counterattacks and attacks. In between that, the common civilians get killed, mercilessly killed, and so many uncharted black histories are recorded. Now, the demand to repeal APSPA from Northeast has been going on for a very long time, wherein activists from Manipur like Irom Sharmila sat in for hunger strike against the act since 2002, continuing for 16 years straight. And in response to that, 2 years later, UPA government established 5 members committee chaired by a former Supreme Court justice. And later in 2005, Justice Jeevan Reddy Commission issued a report declaring that APSPA to be repealed, wherein it also stated that the act is a symbol of hate, oppression and instrument of high-handedness. But later, then Home Minister P. Chidambaram said that the act should not be repealed, but rather there should be reform, right? But then on, the whole process was put on hold by the Defense Ministry. Now, many human rights around the globe are protesting against APSPA. They state that the fact that the military and armed forces are, endowed a power where they sort of have the power to cause death to a person itself is a disrespect to human right. And there were many reports of personnel committing rape, fake encounters and cases of disappearance while in detention. Let's take an example of Malom massacre that happened in 2002, or the assassination and alleged rape of Tongjam Manoroma. And there are many uncharted murder and rape cases that happened throughout the history of APSPA which went unrecognized. Now the question really remains is that APSPA, the very act itself, was implemented to maintain public order. But the number of committed crimes, rape and clashes are quite high in those areas. And since it's a colonial law that was implemented around 1942, should government really bring some reform to it? Now let us try to understand what is really happening in Oting village right now, where 14 civilians were killed, right? And it's December, where the mood should be festive and, it's the time where people congregate and celebrate. But we cannot just fathom what is going on out there. And we also try to contact few of the residents out there staying in Dimapur. They said that the grief that Oting village is experiencing right now, they can feel that grief right till Dimapur itself. Now another question also remains is that if this act is repealed, will there be an ameliorative solution to control the insurgents and militancy in these affected areas? Or will we see the rise in militant acts? So the post that we uploaded in our Facebook page was also quite diverse. I also stated earlier in this video that 76% of you stated that it should be repealed, and 17.6% said that it should be, revised, where 5.9% also stated that there's no need to, sort of strike it off from the system. Well, that's all we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this segment of the overview. If you have any opinions, please do comment down in the comment section. We would love to hear out from you. And yes, it would be really great if I can get more insights on this topic, because we really need to delve into it more. Thank you so much for joining with us. Till then, take care and stay blessed.